Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be going over my 2015 Bookish Resolutions. So last year I set up my Goodreads goal for 100 books and I managed to read 101 books, which is kind of cutting it close. However, this year I decided to still stick with the 100 books to see if I'm able to do it. A couple of things have changed and my schedule has freed up a little bit, so I might be able to do this, hopefully. My second goal is to finish reading the Harry Potter series. As some of you know from a previous video where I posted series that I want to finish, I have only read through like half of The Prisoner of Azkaban and I still have the rest of the series to go, so I would really like to push through that and get that accomplished this year. Another goal for 2015 is to participate in more readathons. I don't have a lot of information on readathons at this moment. I know that Katrina from Little Book Owl has a video about all of the readathons, or at least most of them that are occurring this year, so I will link that in the description below because I myself need to go back and watch that so that I can prepare myself for all of the readathons happening this year, because I at least want to participate in the majority of them if I can. Now this next goal kind of goes along with the finishing the Harry Potter series. I want to finish at least 10 series this year, because if you watched my series I want to finish video, again I will link that below, there are a lot of series that I have on my shelves that I have not finished, and I have all of the books for the series, I just haven't read them and I don't know why. I just tend to put them off for some reason, so I would really like to finish at least 10 this year. My next goal for 2015 is to try to limit my book buying. I know that this is a common theme among booktubers, but it's a really big issue for me as well as probably many others. I tend to buy more books than I read, at least that's how it seems. I've never actually calculated it, and I might do that this year. I kind of am skeptical about whether or not I should, because it's kind of scary to think about, but hopefully I will limit my buying as much as possible. I know that I did do some pre-ordering this month, so I should be receiving a package in the mail towards the end of January, and there are a few books in February that I definitely want to pick up, especially the new book by V.E. Schwab. But after that, I'm going to try my hardest to put myself on a ban, so at least to the extent to where I'm not buying as much as I usually do. I can guesstimate that I buy anywhere between 5 and 10 books a month, which is not good because I have so many that I need to read and I definitely don't have the shelf space for it. So that is one of my #1 goals for this year, is to stop the book buying. Another goal this year is to read bigger books. I tend to put off reading bigger books because they scare me, pretty much. I'm kind of intimidated by them, and they take me a little bit longer to read, so I'm kind of hesitant to pick them up because I do want to meet my Goodreads goal, but I don't want to put as much pressure on myself at the same time. For example, right now I'm reading Outlander, and this book is fairly large. It's only like 600 and something pages, but when you take into account the font size, it really does take some time to get through this book. I've been reading this book for about a week at least, and I am only on page 238. The pages in this book are very large, so it does take quite a chunk of your time to get through it, and I've found that I've had to put books in between reading this one because it kind of is overwhelming to me. Regardless of that, there are still a lot of chunky books on my bookshelves that I really want to read, some of which include The Luminaries and The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, just certain books like that that I really want to read but I'm too intimidated to pick them up. I would love to get through those this year at some point. Another bookish goal for me is to avoid the library as much as possible. I have a horrible habit of going to the library and picking up 5 or 6 books, and most of the time I don't even get through them. It's kind of like, should I go to the library and get books for free, or should I buy books? So I end up going to the library, and we can have the books for up to 3 weeks, I think. But I never finish them, so I don't know why I do it. I guess it kind of fulfills some need within me to pick up books. I don't really know, but I really need to stop because it's not helping me at all. Because then I end up picking up the books from the library that I want to read and putting off the 200 some odd books that I have in my home that I need to read. The only exception to that rule that I will probably make is for Outlander, because I really enjoy this so far, and I hope to pick up the rest of this series sometime this year. That would go towards my goal of reading heftier books and also finishing a series. I don't know if that will happen, but I really hope to continue on with this series this year. So if I do go to the library, it will probably only be to check out the books in this series, if I can restrain myself, and I'm going to try my hardest. And my last goal for this year more has to do with my Booktube channel than anything else. I would like to post at least 2 videos a week. I don't really have a set day during the week that I will do this. It kind of depends on how I feel. For those of you that don't know, I do suffer from a chronic illness, and sometimes some days are better than others. So it just depends on how I'm feeling that day. But regardless of that, I would like to get at least 2 videos up a week. I think that I've been pretty consistent with putting up videos since I started my channel, and I would like to continue doing that, but I have noticed in the past 2 weeks or so that my health has been kind of dragging me down a little bit. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult for me to film, but I'm going to do the best that I can because I really enjoy the Booktube community and putting out content, and I hope that you guys enjoy the content that I bring to you. I know that some of my editing skills and everything else is not up to par as compared to some other people, but I do the best that I can and I really enjoy it. And if you guys have any recommendations for videos that you would like to see, please let me know, because sometimes my ideas kind of run dry and I can't think of a video to post. So if there's something in particular that you want to see, please let me know and I will try to do it if I can. But that is it for my bookish goals for 2015. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what your goals are for 2015. I would love to hear them, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!